Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you all are fine. We'll continue our first chapter today, and in this video we'll do these topics: place value, expanded form, ascending and descending order, and the predecessor and successor. So let's start. Before starting, let's do some questions related to our previous topic that we did in the last video. Write the numbers in the figure giving the spaces correctly. Okay, so these are the numbers written here, and we have to write them according to international number system. It means that we have to give the spaces correctly. So we know that we always start from the right side and we give space after 3 digits starting from the right side. So let's write this number, first number. Okay, it will be written like this. We give space after 3 digits starting from the right side, because in international number systems we have groups of 3 digits. And what do we call the first group? Units group, then thousands group, then millions group, and then billions group. So now similarly let's write the next number. Okay, so it will be written like this if we give the spaces. So this is how you can also use comma instead of the space. It's up to you. So this is how we write the numbers according to international number system, by giving spaces correctly. So one can easily identify that they are written in international number system. Let's do some more questions. Okay, write the numbers in the figure giving the spaces correctly. The first part, in first part you have to write this number into figures. Here it is written in words: 5,740,000,000. So whenever you have to write number in words or in figures, the first step is to make the place value table. Okay, so I have made the place value table here. Now it's 5 billion, so we'll write 5 under the billion column here, then 740 million, so this will be in the millions period or millions group, which is these three columns. So in these three columns we will write 740, so it will be written like this: 5,740 million. Okay, wait, it will be 4 here. Here it is 4. 5,740,000,000. Okay, so look at the next number. Write the number in words. Now this number you have to write in words. For that, first we will write the name of each digit above this number, so then it will be easy for us to write this number in words. So I have written the name of each digit above it, and I have separated the groups by commas here because there were already so many spaces here. So now let's write this number in words. 2 is under the billion, so it will be 2 billion. Then in millions group, we'll combine these digits because they are in the millions group. It will be 149 million. So it will be written like, and all the digits are 0, and we don't write 0. So it will be written like this: 2,149 million. Okay, it was 4 here. Okay, so I hope this is clear now. So we have done the revision. Now let's move to our new topic, which is place value. So what is the place value? Place value can be defined as the value represented by a digit in a number based on its position in the number. It means that the digit we have to write the place value of. Our first step is we see the place of that digit in that number. For example, we will discuss this in detail by considering an example. Okay, here I have an example and we have to write the place value of digit 9 in this number. So first we will see that what space this digit occupies in this number. If you see that this is in millions group and 9 is at 100 millions place. So its place value will be 900 million. Okay, so the place value of 9 is written like this, 900 million, and we can also write this in figures like this. And if you write the place value in figures, what you have to do is you have to write the remaining digits as 0. There are 8 digits after the digit 9, so I'll put 8 zeros here but giving the spaces correctly. Okay, now we will do expanded form. In the expanded form, we break up a number according to their place value and expand it to show the value of each digit. So in this what we do is we write the place value of each digit and we take the sum of the place values of each digit. For example, okay, so I have an example here. So we will break up this number according to their place values and expand it to show the value of each digit starting from the left side. So we will write the place value of 3 first, and there are 9 zeros after 3, so we'll put 9 zeros after 3 giving the spaces correctly. So it will be the place value of 3. Now we will write the place value of 7. Similarly, we will write the place values of each digit and we will write it in the form of their sum like this. So this is how we expand a number. We write the place value of each digit and write them in the form of sum. So this is how we expand a number. Now we'll do ascending and descending order. So this is something we already know. Ascending order. Numbers are said to be in ascending order when they are arranged from smallest to the largest number, and numbers are said to be in descending order when they are arranged from largest to the smallest number. So in ascending number we write the smallest number first and then we write the greater one, and in descending order we go from largest to the smallest one. So let's consider some examples, but these are some rules for comparing numbers. Okay, it's easy to compare small numbers, but when it comes to large numbers then it's a bit difficult. Okay, these are some rules. Number one, the greater the number of digits, the greater is the number. Means first we count the number of digits in each number. The greater the number of digits, the greater is the number. But what if the digits are equal in both numbers? Then we come to the second rule, which is if two numbers have same number of digits, the number with the bigger digit on the left hand side is greater. Then we start comparing the numbers from the left side and we look at the first digit. The number with the greatest digit on the left hand side is greater. But what if the digit is also equal in both numbers? Then we come to this rule. If the leftmost digits are the same, we compare the next digit to the right and keep doing this until the digits are different. So we compare each digit starting from the left side. Let's look at these examples, then we will understand. First one, this. So let's count the digits. In this number there are 9 digits, and in this number there are 9 digits, and here there are 8 digits. So this number have greater digits, so this number is greater than this one, so it is a greater than symbol. Now look at this example. Here the number of digits are 9 in both numbers, so the number of digits are equal. So now what we do is then the number of digits with the number with the bigger digit on the left hand side is greater. So let's look at the first digit from left side. Here it is 7 and here it is 5. So this number is greater because the digit on left hand side is greater. Now look at the next example. Here the first digit is same. The number of digits are also same. In both numbers there are 10 digits and the first digit from the left side is also same. Then look at the next digit. Here it is 2 and here it is 1. So 2 is greater, so this number is greater than this one. Let's consider last example. In both numbers there are 10 digits. Look at the first digit, 9, 9. So that is equal. Look at the next one. Here it is 7. Here it is also 7. The next two digits are also same. 756, 756. So look at the next one. Here it is 9 and here it is 6. So 9 is greater. So this number is greater than this one. So this is how we compare large numbers according to these three rules. Now let's do successor and predecessor. To find the successor of a given number, add 1 to the given number. It means that if we have to write the successor of any given number, we just add 1 to that number. And to find the predecessor, subtract 1 from the given number. We just subtract 1 from that number. For example, the predecessor of this is, okay, what will be its predecessor if we add 9? We write predecessor when we subtract 1. So we will subtract 1 from this number. Okay, we cannot subtract 0 from 1, so we will take carry and it will be 10 minus 1, 9, 9, 9, 8, 9, 9 and 9, 9, 9. So it will be like this. You have to write by giving spaces correctly. So this is the predecessor of this number. And to write successor, what we do is we just add 1 to the given number. It will be this. So this is how we write successor and predecessor. It's very easy. For predecessor we just subtract 1 from the given number, and for successor we just add 1 in the given number. Now this is your homework. You have to do these questions. Question number 9 on page 4, question number 10, 11, 12 on page 5, and question 1, 2, 3 on page 3. These are the objectives which you have to do on your book, and these are the questions which you have to practice on your rough notebooks or on sheets. And if you have any question or something you want to ask, then you can contact on the school's contact number. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.